Hey guys, this week's read aloud is Katie and the Sunflower by James Mayhew. Find a comfy spot and let's get started. Grandma was helping plant seeds in the garden when it started to rain. Never mind, Grandma said, the rain will make everything grow. But what will we do instead? Said Katie. Let's go to the museum, said Grandma. You always have fun there. When they arrived, Grandma sat down to rest, so Katie went off by herself to look around. The museum was full of warm, sunny paintings. Katie liked a painting called Sunflowers by Vincent van Gogh. The sunflowers looked dry and crunchy and were full of seeds. I would love to grow seeds like these in my garden, said Katie. She reached into the painting and discovered she could touch them. This is Vincent van Gogh, and this is sunflowers that he painted. But Katie dumped the vase. It wobbled and fell right out of the picture, spilling sunflowers and seeds all over the floor. Oh no, said Katie. I'd better clean this up before anyone sees. Oh no! The picture came to life. Just then Katie heard giggling. She looked around, but there was no one else in the room. The laughter was coming from Breton Girls Dancing by Paul Gauguin. What's so funny? Said Katie, climbing inside. The paintings are coming to life. Interesting. Katie saw that she was standing beside a farm. The three girls, Macy, Musette, and Mimi, giggled and pointed at the mess Katie had made. You'll be in big trouble if anyone finds out, they said. Well, I didn't mean to knock over the vase, said Katie. Will you help me clean it up? Too tired, said Maisie. We've been dancing all day, said Musette. Katie turned to Mimi. What about you? If only I can bring Zazu, said Mimi, picking up her dog. I suppose it's all right, said Katie. Let's go, said Mimi. Let's go. Got a little dog. You see him? So they went through the frame and into the museum. Wow. So Katie went into the painting and then came back out with Mimi. And Zazu, of course. Mimi and Katie gathered up the sunflowers, but Zazu wanted to play. He snatched the flowers and ran off. How can we put the picture back together now? Said Katie angrily. I'm sorry, mon ami, said Mimi. Let's try to catch him. Look at him. It's a hoodlum dog. They chased Zazu, but he was too quick for them. Suddenly, he took a flying leap towards Cafe Terrace at Night by Vincent van Gogh and disappeared inside. Katie and Mimi jumped in after him. Right into the painting again. Zazu refused to let go of the sunflowers. He darted between tables and chairs, bumping into them and sending plates and cups flying. Then he ran between the waiter's legs. Zut allures, cried the waiter, dropping a plate of pastries. He was very angry. He chased Katie, Mimi, and Zoo right through the frame back into the museum. What are we going to do? Gasped Mimi. I've got an idea, said Katie, spotting a painting by Paul Cézanne called Still Life with Apples and Oranges. Come on, I need your help. What do you think her idea is? Look at, there's Mimi and Katie and Zazu with the flowers, and then there's the waiter who came out of the painting again. What do you think her idea is? I don't know. Let's think. Let's see. Katie reached into the painting and grabbed one end of the tablecloth. She told Mimi to take the other end. "Now pull!" yelled Katie. The bowls of fruit tipped over and apples and oranges came tumbling into the museum just as the waiter caught up with them. He slipped on the fruit and spun around till he was busy. "Zut alors!" he yelled. "I wonder where Zazu went," said Mimi. "He must be here somewhere," said Katie as they dashed away. "Hélas," said Mimi. "I'll never find him, and he'll be lost in the museum forever." "Wait," said Katie. "I hear a dog barking." They followed the noise, and there at the end of the corridor was Zazu. He had dropped the sunflowers and was barking at the bright red dog in Tahitian Pastorals by Paul Gauguin. The red dog barked back, and Zazu jumped inside the picture. "Your dog is nothing but trouble," Katie grumbled as they clambered in after him. He just wants to meet a friend, I think, right? Let's see. Zazu, the red dog, barked at each other, and their tails started wagging. "Welcome to our island," said two beautiful women. It was very peaceful. The breezes were full of the scent of flowers in bloom, and the sea gently lapped the beach. "Phew," said Katie. "It's very hot here. Let's go wading." Wading means going into the water. And there's Zazu and his friend and two ladies. While Zazu and the red dog scampered on the beach, Katie and Mimi splashed in the sea. Zazu was digging furiously when all of a sudden he disappeared. Where'd he go? "Where has he gone?" said Mimi, and Katie peered into the hole. It was very large, and at the bottom was Zazu, sitting on top of a big chest. Mimi and Katie moved him aside and slowly raised the lid. It was full of gold coins. "Pirate treasure," said Katie, showing the women. "What will you do with it?" See the pirate treasure right here? "We have no use for money here. We have everything we could ever need," they said. "You can have it if you'd like." Katie took a handful of coins and thanked the woman. Then she and Mimi and Zazu went through the frame and back into the museum. Katie quickly picked up the sunflowers before Zazu could grab them again. "We'd better put these back," she said. "Which way is it?" "I'm not sure, mon ami," said Mimi. "I think we're lost." When they saw Zazu sniffing at something on the ground, "Sunflower seeds," said Katie. "Zazu's left a trail of them. What a clever dog. I'm glad he came after all." Mimi gathered Zazu up in her arms, and they followed the trail of sunflower seeds back to the Sarrasine still life. That's the one with the apples. They carefully replaced the fruits and then went on to the cafe picture by Van Gogh. So they're replacing the apples down here. Then they went to the cafe. The waiter was standing there with a piece of paper in his hand. "It's a bill," said Mimi, "for the pastries we ruined." Katie dug into her pocket and took out the gold coins. "Is that enough?" she asked the waiter. "Merci," he said, looking very pleased. "You may eat here whenever you want," and he climbed back into his picture. Katie and Mimi followed the seed trail back to the sunflower picture. Katie collected a few seeds from the floor, wrapped them in a tissue, and put them in her coat pocket. Then she carefully arranged the flowers in their vase and put them back in the picture. "Almost as good as new," said Katie. "Thanks for coming." I'm glad I did, mon ami, said Mimi. It was fun. And she hopped into her picture with Zazu. There she is. She hopped back into the picture with her puppy. Now everybody's back in their right pictures. Grandma was just walking up when Katie returned. Shall we see if it stopped raining? Grandma said. It hadn't, but Katie didn't mind. Rain is good for the garden, she said. It will make everything grow. And that's the end of our book. Katie and Grandma walking back. And that's the end. I hoped you liked this adventure that Katie went on at the museum. And I hope you enjoyed all the beautiful people and the beautiful paintings that we saw. I will see you next week. And I miss you all. And I'll see you later. Bye.